profile. As you guys can see, I finally got my hands on the Justice Hunter cards, and the deck that I will probably be playing in the future is Dracotail. I just think that the deck is really cool. It's really fun to play. I do not think it's the best out of the three. In fact, I probably think it's the worst overall, but it is pretty versatile, and you don't have to play the Vanquish Soul cards. And I don't like the Vanquish Soul cards, and Yummy is just not like my kind of deck, so if I had to attend an event tomorrow, I wouldn't play this deck. I would still be playing Malice. I like Malice, and I like the builds of Malice with canine cards and without canine cards. So unless something really bad happens to Malice on the ban list, I will continue to play that deck just because I enjoy it so much. But I wanted to get my hands on these just in case they went up in price, and I actually grabbed them when they were fairly cheap. So let's go ahead and get into it. I have a little bit of a build going here, nothing final, and honestly I haven't done too much testing with it to decide if it's good or not, so let's go ahead and just get right into it. First off, I gotta show the Mew token. I've never actually shown this before on the channel, but I really like this card and I use it as a token sometimes, so figured I would show that. So getting into the deck, we have 3 Dracotail Lucius. Pretty good starter and just kind of gets you into your plays. Of course, we have 3 Vimena. Best card in the deck. Turn 0 plays are kind of crazy with this card, and it just really allows you to do so much. Then we have 3 Malulu. Some people say this is a better normal summon because it lets you fuse than Lucius. I don't really know how I feel about that yet. I'm kind of torn, but anyway, it's a good Dracotail card to have. I'm playing 1 Pan and 1 Urgula. I know some people are playing more than one of both of these, or more than one of just one. For me, I just want as much room for non-engine as possible, so I'm just playing one of each, but that's, that could definitely be changed in the future. Then of course we have 3 Rahu, the branded fusion of the deck. This card is insane, but 3 Ketu, this card is even better than Rahu. I mean, going first, this card is like a given that you need it to combo, but going second, Ketu is so strong. It's honestly like the strongest play. You can bait out Ash with like other cards, and then you just smack down a Ketu to add 1 and fuse. It's just, that card is crazy. And then of course 1 of each of the trap. I mean, you have to play both of them, I feel like. I haven't really seen any list without 1 or 2 of them, so. And then I currently am playing a King of the Swamp package. I don't know if this is correct, but spoilers, I am playing a few cards in the extra that warrant this, I think, and I think those cards are really powerful, especially like Dragoon, and I just like Dragoon. I actually started playing off and on around the time where Dragoon was like really big in the format with like Vertair, Anaconda and stuff, so it's a little bit nostalgic and sentimental, but also, aside from giving you utility to make those fusions, this also kind of just gives you another push, kind of letting you get into your plays or play like through hand traps and stuff. So, and it's only 4 cards, so right now I feel like the trade-off is worth it, but I'm not sure in the future. And then this is kind of like my personal, I don't know, spice of the deck. I'm playing one Fallen of Albaz because I felt like I had so much room in the extra and I wanted to make use of it. And in my combo, I'm trying to prioritize making seals. And it does come up quite often that you have seals and you don't really need to go into anything else. Like, sure, you could go into your Dracotail cards, or you could go into like a Magnemite, which I'm playing one Mag and one Druid. And this does come up a lot, going into Magnemite, but also this is really, really strong to go seals special out, Fallen of Albaz effect, fuse away one of their monsters in the EMZ, and then make Mirror Jade. So I'm not really sold on if this is good or not, but it is really cool. So as of right now, that's what I'm at. And then the rest of the deck is hand traps. 3 Fua, 3 Ash, 3 Nibiru, 2 Ghost Ogre, 2 Veiler, and 1 Ghost Bell. If you're not familiar with the Dracotails, you might be wondering why we're not playing Imperm. Because the Imperm, while that would be really good to not turn on the canine cards, you just want monsters to be able to fuse away. And in your turn 1 combo going first, you can like fuse any of these monster hand traps away and then add them back with Arthalion. So that is pretty cool. Also, turn 0, I guess really any turn, but turn 0, Veiler is not once per turn, because you can Veiler them, and then if you have like 5 mana and plus a Dracotail and any monster in your hand, you can 5 mana fuse, make Arthalion, add back the Veiler, and then you can Veiler them again. Doesn't come up too often, but it is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get into the extra. I'm playing 3 Arthalion. I think 3 is essential. I don't really think you could go down to 2, at least personally. I have seen some builds with 2, but for me, I have to have 3. And then I'm playing 2 Gulamel. This one I would never play 3 of. I would consider playing 1 if I had things that I really needed to fit into the extra. But as of right now, I don't, so I'm only playing 2. Then I'm playing the Spirit and the Seals. I think if I was going to change this, I would put one of these and a second Seals. I think having the second Seals doesn't come up often, but I think overall it probably does come up more often than the second Gulamel, but I'm hesitant to do that right now, just because I'm so inexperienced with the deck, but we'll just have to see as I keep testing. And then we're playing 1 Mysterion, 1 Secretarion. I probably don't use these as often as I should, but this card is insane in the mirror. Playing 1 Tyrant, 1 Guardian Chimera, and 1 Dragoon. These are all King of the Swamp. Enabled by King of the Swamp, I'm sorry. This actually comes up for me quite a bit to reset your traps. If you have used King of the Swamp already in the duel, and then make like a second Arthalion, you can add it back, and then you can make this, and it's pretty good in a grind game. So I don't think I would cut this, but I have seen plenty of people not playing it. Then we have a Proxied SP. The real one is somewhere else. It's in my Malice deck. And then Mirror Jade and Alba Lenatus, the Abyss Dragon. I only had space for one of the branded monsters to use for Mirror Jade. So you can actually activate Mirror Jade's effect, but I'm not really sure which one is most beneficial. I kind of am leaning towards this just because of the mirror, because this uses a dragon monster, but again, I don't really know, and if I had to take this deck to an event tomorrow, I would cut this. I would cut the Fallen of Albaz, but I think for a deck profile and to just like play like for fun and to test, I really enjoy it. So even if it's not the best, I'm playing it as of right now, but that might change. And then for the side deck, I'm playing one Mulcharmy Perulia because that is all I own. I kind of got rid of all my Perulias a while ago, and I only have one. So, one Perulia, 3 Lancia, because I still respect Malice, like, a lot. And to me, it feels like it's a difficult matchup. So, you gotta have Lancia in your deck, I feel like, or Meowls, and I don't have Meowls, so it's Lancia. Along with that, I'm playing one Sanctum because I'm playing 3 Triple Tactics Thrust. I feel like this card is just generally good into so many different decks, and you can side it in going first and second, so I really like siding cards that are versatile like that. I tend to avoid siding cards that are only first or only second, although like that is an example of it, but still, it does happen. But I really enjoy siding Thrust. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets hit on the ban list. But you know, we'll just have to see. And then for Thrust targets, I'm playing 1 Lightning Storm, 1 Feather Duster, 1 Dimensional Barrier, 1 Symbol Archfiends, 1 Talent, and then these were really the 13 cards that I really wanted to side. And I kind of had extra space for 2 more cards, so that ended up just being 2 Fenrir. This card is really good going second into the Yummy board. It kind of just like forces out some of their interaction, and it's also a monster. And if you notice, a lot of these are in 2s, like these, besides the Ghost Bell. But particularly if these 4 are not good into a matchup, then Fenrir is flexible and I can put him in going first or second. So yeah, that is where I'm at as of right now with the deck. Yeah, I kind of mentioned some of the things I would change or am looking to change, but I'm not super set on the side deck either as of right now, but I really enjoy the deck. I think it's really fun. If you guys want, I can go ahead and give a quick prioritizing my turn 1 board. So let's say we start with Lucius. Any Dracotail name that's not Fimena. It could be Fimena, but then it just kind of gets different. We'll just say it's a Malulu. And then any monster. So I'll start by normal summoning Lucius. Lucius effect. Go into the deck, add Fimena to hand. Link Lucius away. To make spirit. Fimena effect. Fuse these two in hand to make Arthalion. Chainlink 1 Arthalion. And I use 2 monsters from hand. So I'll target these two, Lucius and Fimena, to add back to hand. And then I will go Chainlink to Malulu to set. I will go into the deck, set a Rahu, add these 2 back to hand. Wait, not those 2. Add these 2 back to hand, sorry. I actually can't see this area because my microphone is in my face, so I apologize for that. Then I will link these 2 away because we are not fusion locked yet to make seals. Now, Rahu effect. To fusion summon, sending Urkula from deck and Fimena from hand for a copy of Gulamel. Then I will go Chainlink 1 Fimena to set, Chainlink 2 Urkula to set. And we will set 1 of each trap. So 1 horn, 1 flame. And then we will go Urkula effect to put itself at the bottom of the deck. Target Fimena to add her back to hand. And you could go ahead and reborn Arthalion on the fusion of Gulamel. I tend to not like to do that because there really is no reason to. So now, on your opponent's turn, you have Flame to negate a face-up spell, Horn to return a attack position monster to the hand or extra deck or whatever. And both of these, you can place a Dracotail card from your graveyard to the bottom of the deck and draw a card, which is really nice, but at the same time it is ashable, so sometimes that hurts. You have Gulamel to chain to a Dracotail card or effect to target a card your opponent controls and destroy it. You have Arthalion, and then also Gulamel shares the effect to reborn when 2 monsters are sent to the graveyard at the same time. 2 or more, sorry. You have Seal's effect to bounce 1 and then special summon a dragon. And you also have Fimena effect, which, assuming you have another monster, you can go ahead and fusion summon for something, most likely another Arthalion to bounce another card. But you also have the option to go Seals to bounce a card, and then go Seals effect to special summon a Fallen of Albaz. Let's just say we have a Fu in hand. Then you can go Fallen of Albaz effect to this video was relaxing for you guys and interesting. If you're interested in the current oh yeah, there's something messed up with these sleeves. I can't get a good shovel with them. But yeah, I'm really excited for this format. It's really fun. I just wish I had time to play more. Unfortunately, that's just, the way life goes. So I'd be interested to hear your guys' thoughts on the deck. If you've been playing it, kind of let me know where your head is at, and maybe any changes you think that are like mandatory for me to make, or just a good idea. But anyway, if you still got the rest of your day ahead of you, I hope you're a little bit more relaxed now. Or if you're going to sleep, hopefully you are already sleeping well, but if not, hopefully when you go to sleep you do get some good rest and